So you were wondering how to do the one stock, yeah? Very, very simple. What you need is your pot, alright? The garlic, and don't forget, we're gonna go on the same system, slightly different. Your garlic and your onions, just any kind of onions, yeah? No need to peel them. Alright, your herbs, your mushrooms, carrots, and tomatoes. You can use any vegetables that you have. Turnips are good, asparagus, just use it. Anything that you have in your fridge. Open it up, see stuff that you don't really want to use in your pasta or in your meat dish, and just maybe are a bit slightly not the best quality, and just throw them inside, alright? So what we need is high heat, your olive oil, okay? Be generous with your olive oil. A bit of butter. I always love to use butter because it gives that finished taste, the harmony that we're always looking for, the umami we're talking about comes through stuff like butter, okay? Alright, you have nice hot heat. Just your garlic, put it in. And your onions, just put them inside there. Just don't worry about it, just put it in. I have some leek, some celery, which is very good as well, and spring onions. I'm calculating that I'm going to do about maybe 1.5 liters of stock, alright, and that would be enough for about 3-4 people. You can keep it in the fridge and use it whenever you're going to do a soup or anything else that you're going to require a stock. Remember, control of heat. You don't need to keep on going around and around and around, because otherwise they get dizzy. Just remove it and you have no heat anymore. Put it back, you have the heat. Or control it from your control over here. Okay, but at the moment we're fine, it's good. Everything is nicely cooking. Okay, give it a nice swirl. Ah, I love the smell of butter. I love the smell of onions cooked. So I'm going to put my carrots. They're going to take long to cook, but because we're doing the stock, we can cook for at least an hour and a half. In our kitchen days, when we used to work in industrial kitchen, we used to have a stock pot going on 24/7. And any leftover bits of vegetables, like over here, I have some turnip, we put it in. And we have some tomatoes, you know, left from preparation of salad or something that we've prepared for but we're not going to use. Put it in there. It's always going on, always cooking, always cooking. And then we take the juice out of it. And that's where the flavors come to continue to cook for our next dish, whatever it might be. Important to have as many nice, good flavors in there as much as possible. Easy. Don't go overboard. Just always maybe keep about 5-6 ingredients in there, and you'll be experimenting by time. And then, for example, I want to put some mushrooms in. Maybe I'm going to do a mushroom soup or a potato and mushroom soup. So I'm going to concentrate on having a mushroom stock. Alright? So, we've got everything nicely cooking over here. Because I'm doing a vegetable stock, I'm not using any bones. What I would do over here, get some bones and put the bones in there. Cook it up, boil it up, and then take the flavor out of it. If I'm doing a darker stock, I'd put caramelized bones in there. Alright? But at the moment we're doing a vegetable stock, and this is what we're happy with, okay? We're happy to do a vegetable stock. We're going to get a lot of flavor out. So I have all my veggies in. Alright? I'm going to put some tomato paste as well. I'm going to be generous with it. I'm going to let it cook. I'm going to let the tomatoes and the tomato paste cook. You can hear it. I put some cold stuff in there. So the control, the heat went down. Until it begins to go up again, because the boiling tomato paste is going off, and finally we're getting some nice heat control over here, and we're gonna keep on cooking. Alright, so last thing that I'm gonna put always is some salt. Always, don't remember, taste, not at this moment, you'll taste later, but salt is important. That's where we're gonna get our flavors from as well. You don't want it to be bland. I'm also gonna put some whole peppers. And I'm going to put some herbs. I've got marjoram, rosemary, and basil. Just gonna break them up and put them all in there. Wow, you can smell that, it's beautiful. Look at that. Wow. I'm just gonna keep on cooking it for a bit. And all I'm going to do is finish it off with hot water. Remember, some hot water, not to cool it down again, and put it back in there. Last but not least, I have bay leaf. I'm gonna put inside my stock, give it a nice stir around, and let it boil. I'm gonna let it cook for about an hour, even 2 hours, it's not a problem, but 2 hours is gonna be reduced and it's gonna be double the taste. Once we have that, all we need to do is to strain it. Alright? Once we strain it, we're going to have the liquid out of it, but we're not going to use the cooked veggies. And there we have it. We have our beautiful stock that now we can use onto our next dishes. Alright, thank you very much. Catch you later.